Hey there. I know how hard dating can be. I was single for 8 years before I met my Michael. And at that time, I really struggled. I just didn't, I had a lot of fear. I had a lot of emotional baggage. I wasn't a great communicator. I didn't really understand how to be socially skilled. Um, and maybe you've experienced these things. Maybe you settle. Maybe you're looking for the fairy tale. It can make dating very arduous and daunting and downright like you don't even want to go there. But you have to learn to be resilient. So I thought I'd make you a little video on how to be resilient when dating. All right, let's jump right in. I'm going to give you 4 tips so that you can be more resilient with dating. And what is resilience? It's your ability to overcome something very quickly, like overcoming rejection or overcoming the fact that he didn't text you back or overcoming when somebody ghosts you. Your ability to quickly overcome those scenarios is going to vastly improve not only your odds, but it's going to improve your mindset, your energy levels. You're going to feel so much better. So let's jump in about these 4 tips on how to be resilient when dating. Okay, the first tip that I have for you today is you really need a system, a strategy, because let's face it, if you jump in your car and you don't put the address in the GPS of where you're going, you can drive around, right? You can miss your exit. You can get on the phone, start talking to your sister, and next thing you know, you missed the exit and you're 10 miles down the road. That's a strategy, using your GPS. If you don't have a business plan for your business, it's hard for you to get far. A lot of businesses fail. Half of businesses fail within the first 2 years because they didn't have a good strategy. And dating is the same. You need a good strategy and a good system. So make sure that you have that in place. And I'm just going to quickly give you a couple tips. Make sure that you're going online and you're answering the emails, that you are setting some boundaries for yourself and when you're going to do it, how you're going to do it. So if you don't already have a structured system and you haven't checked out any of my courses, then make sure you're creating your own system, because it's so important. If you have big belief, then you will have a big result. If you have a little belief, little strategy, little system, you have little results, a lot of frustration. So strategy is very important. System is very important. It's going to give you back a lot of energy. All right, let's go on to tip number 2. I really need you to be consistent. Consistency is key. Success loves consistency. If you want to apply a strategy or a system, you have to be consistent, right? You have to, for example, you can say, I'm going to go online every Sunday night for 90 minutes. And then you're going to follow up with that for 15 to 30 minutes, Monday through Friday or Monday through Thursday. You get to decide. So you're going to set up your intention for when you're going to go on, and then you're going to follow up and be consistent, because that's how you're going to get results. And that's how it's not going to drain your energy, because you're going to go on for your 15 or 30 minutes and that's it. That's your boundary. You're not going to stay on any longer. What happens if you go online on Friday night, you're online for hours, and then you don't have a good positive outcome. You just wasted a lot of time and a lot of your precious energy. And then it makes you feel drained and resentful and bitter about online dating. But it works, ladies. It works. It's worked for thousands of women that I've coached. It could work for you if you follow these tips. The third tip I want to give you is, I really want you to insist on a video chat or a phone call before you meet them. And that may be hard for you, for some of you that are watching this, because it takes a lot of courage. All of dating takes courage, right? All these different steps in dating takes courage. But if you get them on the phone, the chances are you're going to get a feel for the personality. You're going to hear the tone. You're going to hear his communication style. You're going to know what kind of questions he asks you. And you're going to get a really good feeling, or you're going to get a negative feeling. And that's going to it could determine whether or not you actually have to put on makeup, get dressed up, and go out. So don't waste your time, and don't waste his time. Get on the phone and do a little vetting. And video is really the number one. I mean, you're sitting here, you could be watching me for the first time and vetting me. So do I meet the criteria that you want? Do I look like I put some energy into this video? Did I do my hair and makeup? Is my tone good? So all of this thing that you're seeing now in the video, you could see that with a man. And if he doesn't want to get on video and you do video, then that's your boundary. Then it's like, you don't want to meet anybody that you can't see up front. You can do a FaceTime or a Zoom call or anything like that so quickly nowadays. It's so easy. And a lot of the dating apps actually have a video chat link that you can do it right through the dating apps, which is what I always recommend. Stay on the site until you feel there is a connection and you feel safe enough to go off the site, giving them your Google Voice phone number or meeting with the video chat. That's really going to help you pre-qualify men, and it's going to save your precious time. Now, if you're liking the content, go ahead and give me a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and please post a comment. You know me, I answer all the comments and I love hearing from you. All right, the final tip, number 4, detach. Detach. You need to detach from an outcome. When you attach to an outcome, you set yourself up for so much disappointment, and it is so disheartening when you feel like nothing's working, that online dating doesn't work, or you feel rejected because they didn't get back to you or they didn't ask you out. It can be a really heavy energy and it affects the rest of your life. And probably one of the reasons why you get burnout on dating, I would say that's the number one reason, because when you're attaching, you're actually putting your blinders on and you're putting all your energy into that when there's no way that you could predict an outcome. That's where it gets really interesting in dating. If you take the blinders off and you stay detached but involved, that means that you're not attached to the end result. You have your goal, you have the outcome you want to be in a relationship, you want to be married, you want to settle down, you want to find your person, whatever your aim is, that's there. The universe, God knows that. You don't have to keep checking on the goal. The goal's there. That's your intention. So what you need to do is just remain detached but involved. This way that you won't suffer all that disappointment. Disappointment is a very natural feeling, but when we don't process our disappointment productively and the right way, we end up maybe going into a depression. Like I said, becoming resentful, blaming online dating that doesn't work. It does work. You just need to learn how to work it. And these tips are really going to help you become more resilient when you start to preserve some of your energy. When your energy is always going out and you're looking to have that, that need met, whatever's happening for you, you get really disappointed when they don't call you back. You get devastated when you get rejected. All of those behaviors are draining your life force energy. So when you remain detached but involved, you're just going with the flow. He doesn't call you back, you go with the flow. He doesn't get back to you, you just learned something really important about the character of this man, or that he's not interested. He just saved you time. Remember, rejection is just redirection. Okay, so ladies, work on your resilience. Just have your clear emotional boundaries within yourself to make sure you're not overgiving and just wasting your precious time online. So be resilient and get out there, and soon, very, very soon, I promise you, you will meet the person that you've been looking for, because he's looking for you too. And the odds are it's going to happen. It's going to happen for you. So never give up and never give in. All right, I'll see you in the next video. Bye.
Let me feel your love again, 'cause I've been running round in circles screaming out your name. Take me to a different place, just the two of us, and we can stay up all night, kissing under streetlights, doing what we want to.